Yo,
Yo.
what's up, brother?
What's going on, brother? What's going on? How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. Welcome to the TENtalk. You know, me and my brother, Bro God Slim.
Present.
Introduce yourself, Choky.
What's going on, man? It's your boy, bro, guy Slim. Back with another one. TENtalk. Uh, welcome.
Yes, sir. Welcome. And I'm Zell Canada, if you don't know, aka Godzilla, aka Zell Canada, Zell, yeah, you know. And we want to introduce y'all to this little thing of ours called TENtalk. If y'all don't
Yes,
know,
sir.
it's two Empower niggas, two Empower brothers, two Empower kings. And we just gonna give y'all our opinions and and start conversations. And luckily we can inform and educate each other while we're here and empower each other while we're here.
And we
I
definitely hope you join the conversation. You know what I mean? We love to
definitely,
hear your input. So yeah, feel free to hit the mic in the middle, you know. And if you got anything to say, you want to join in on the conversation, feel free. Let's get it.
definitely, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who downloaded the app for us, everybody who's
Yeah,
on the app, major love, everybody
that's
listening
real.
in. And, the goal is to get everybody conversating. So hopefully we can get conversations with everybody that's on this app. And even if you're not on the app, listening to it on YouTube, much love, hopefully we can just embrace this thing and we can all get together as a community, you know.
And build different things, man. It's gonna be great, man. We got big ideas in the future that we thinking about. Myself and Zell. So we just
Yes,
happy that y'all
sir.
here to be a part of it. And yeah,
Much
man.
love,
Ten
much
talk, 10
gratitude.
Tuesdays. Let's get it.
We're gonna get into this topic for the day. We're gonna talk about finance, black finance, black wealth, you know what I'm saying, and what that means. What does it mean to actually buy into being black, buying black. We're gonna kind of set up, what it is for us to have a little piece of wealth and a piece of, financial literacy.
Yeah. And is it important to you? We would like to know that, and if it is, we would like to know why it is, and if it isn't, we would like to know why it isn't. Let's talk
Yeah,
about it.
shit, we try to learn with you. So if you got some information, you can let us know. For real, I want y'all to let us know because it's all important to spread this knowledge. Because shit, I'm trying to learn. I don't know about you, so I'm trying to get a dollar any way I can.
Yes,
So
sir. Each one teach one.
yeah, exactly. And even if you're not black, you know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead. It's just about the wealth and the handing the dollar to the lower people, not just lower, just the people themselves. Because I think that's the main thing. It's not about being the richest. It's about spreading the
Hmm.
richest.
That's
So
right. The riches and the knowledge, man. The riches
yeah.
and the knowledge.
And we're gonna start off with the meaning, buying black. What does that mean, Chuck? I always wanted to know, what does it mean to buy black? What is that, bro?
To me, it means, to support black businesses in your community, to keep your dollar circulating within the black community, to help grow other things within the black community.
Talk about it.
To me, that's what it means. Um, did you ask me? Did you say what was the importance of it?
Yeah, I just really need a definition of it. Like, what does it mean? Because
Well,
to
that's my
me,
personal definition.
yeah, I'll give you mine. To me, buying black is just meaning like supporting the black dollar, and that dollar will be in your community. If you have community, and your community is mostly of your people, which is the color of you, your black people. I believe buying black is supporting your community of the people around y'all and spreading that dollar instead of going out and spreading it to people that's gonna, give it back to their community. There's nothing wrong with that, but we also got to know that buying black to me means just spreading that dollar within your community and building that wealth in your town.
Right, I know. For the most part, I agree with that as well. You know, in small ways to practice it for me personally is I normally just, even if it's like my friends, if it's one of my friends that's doing something as simple as like my homeboy, Jizzy, he got the shoe store, and
Jose, yes
granted,
sir.
Jazzy, granted he didn't have any shoes my size, but he had like clothes and hats and other things like that. So I just did my part and bought a hat and whatever I could, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
just to support that.
support.
So for me, that's that's how I do it. Growing up where we grew up, it's kind of harder possibly to buy black per se. Um, because it's like a smaller town and it's really not owned
Yeah,
by
I
too
see what
much
you're
things
saying.
owned by black people, you know what I mean? But as I grew up and I moved to DC, traveled to Atlanta, you're able to see different things and different cultures and the way they move and you know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah,
That their dollar, go ahead.
being that we're not from those towns, what like ways that we can kind of build our black dollar in our towns is like coming together. Like it only takes about 5 people to start a business, really.
That's real. That's
And
real.
like
And again, that's
I wish we can teach each other that more. I'm sorry for cutting you off, brother, but you can
no,
go
but
ahead. Yeah,
no, I was gonna say really what that is the group economics. You know what I mean? 5 people working together to start a business is the group economics. You know what I mean? You all working to work together towards one goal. And once you go about that one business, you can now buy the next business, which could be the next person's business that they want to run or whatever the
yeah,
case
but
may
I think
be.
it
But
do start with that key word, like you said, group economics. I think once we
mhm,
learn more about that, we can all understand that buying black is more than just supporting your favorite athlete or your favorite
right,
musician.
right.
It's just like
It's
supporting
supporting
someone.
that person in your neighborhood.
Exactly, exactly. And I think people understand like we can have that wealth in your own town. If you can come together and y'all can come something y'all really can sell, 5 friends save $1,000, $5,000 each, man. Y'all can start a whole different type of town and start a whole new legacy. I think these conversations gonna help us. We can even do that. You feel me? I feel like that just with this.
Exactly.
We got a call. Let's listen
Exactly.
in.
All right.
Right, I agree with that. And see, me personally, myself, I need to take accountability to buy black. My friends own stores. I
Mm,
need to take accountability to invest
yeah,
in that myself as a black man. And that's something that I don't do. I need to hold myself more accountable for. You know what I mean? And looking for these black owned businesses.
that's powerful, bro. That's our brother Smack
That's
right there.
real. I
That's powerful
mean,
because
again,
that's
that
what we
goes back to
starting
the
this
first
talk for.
episode. Yeah, the accountability. You know what I mean?
Accountability.
That's what that goes back to. So that's
Yeah.
real, bro. That's real.
But I
And
think, yeah, I just think that leads into like I feel the same way. Sometimes we just don't. It's just about building that comfort. We're not comfortable with just putting our dollar into something that we're not used to paying for. We're used to going to the regular spot, but sometimes it takes a little extra encouragement from each other to kind of try to start each other up. But
yeah, it'd be that small
yeah,
pat on the back, man. You know what I mean? That small pat on the back, that'd be that little bit of motivation that'll keep that
yeah,
person doing what they doing.
because we gotta
Granted,
realize,
you know what I mean? We run the fast foods all the time. It could be as
yeah,
simple as buying a little plate from somebody that you know what I mean? It's a lot of different ways that you can support, people that's trying to build things in your community. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta want to do it, to be honest. You know what I mean?
exactly. But we gotta teach each other too. I think it's more about that. I think it's not as easy as coming in and just doing it. I think we can use our social medias more because I see a lot of people on there selling their own homemade stuff, and I feel like, man, this is the best way to market ourselves instead of just what I mean? Just taking time out to kind of celebrate our friends that's around us. We can kind of show that off a little bit more. And just like reaching necessities that people need. Some things is oversaturated. I feel like even when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to music, comes to anything, sometimes you gotta find where the market's open and try to take that lane over. So when it comes to being
Right.
black owned, I think it's being about diversity too, you know what I mean? Because a lot of black folks don't understand that shit. We got a lot of black people who love to hunt, who love to fish, who love to do everything that, you know what I mean, that you would never expect it. But I feel like, man, we have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people think about like, damn, what if I start my own black ammunition company up? You know what I mean? On my own, anything to that level, you know what I mean? I think it can
Yeah.
be supported more because sometimes it's hard to keep supporting the same thing. I always feel like even with I don't want to say that, but I'm just talking to the people I know, black people. sometimes we feel like it's the number one thing is to create a t-shirt, you know what I mean, or clothing or something like that. But sometimes we gotta realize that like we got so much opportunities everywhere that we can take over. It's like some things has been done, but some things has never been done before. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when it's starting up your own businesses, when it comes to media and all that type of things, I feel like we can get educated enough to get around people and learn and teach each other. Like, what you feel, Joe?
I agree with that, man. I agree. And I was what I was going to add to that was just like you were saying, like we got
Yeah,
homeboys that hunt, fish, and all of that. Like,
yeah,
they could start like a little meat business where they selling the deer meat or the whatever kind of catch they get. They could be selling that type of thing and starting fresh meat services or different things like that. But again, it's just different ideas to throw out there to people
exactly.
that we would all have to still get behind and help build. Like it can't be one person doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
What they
even
say,
it
it takes a village to
takes
build.
a
I mean, it
village.
takes a village to raise a child. You know what I mean? And shit, it
That's
takes
right.
a village to build a community for real, for real. Like you can't just build a community with one person. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
So
And not
you
everybody
know,
is the business mindset. You know what I mean? Some people gotta understand just because this one person is very highly leveled, skilled in this area, don't mean they can take that and market it, sell it. That's when a group comes in. That's when you come
right?
with a team. We can all. You know what I mean? It's about a teamship when it comes to Black Dollar to me, because I feel like when we say that, it could be used just for a marketing tool as well. Before we get
Right.
into that, let's go ahead and take this call right here. Let's see what this is. This voice chat.
I'm
I
about
know
to say
we,
I don't
yeah.
even want to quite leave this just yet. But go ahead.
Nah, yeah, we still on it.
Now, I definitely would like to get into that a little bit more about oversaturation. And I think it really depends on your perspective. So, the thing, I'm not sure if things are ever really oversaturated because each person is going to reach a different group of people no matter what they are pursuing. So, even though the market is different, it may not be oversaturated for the demographic or the type of person that they're to reach.
Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, she is right. She right.
Appreciate you.
And yeah, we could touch on that. You know what I mean? Some things might not be oversaturated. It could lead into other demographics. But yeah, I agree 100% with that. But I just want to say, let's take it and just build on bigger things. Let's start with one dream and take that dream and monopolize it. Let's just keep on growing on it. And
Exactly.
even
Like
if,
that's the thing. Like it's gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
even if
people
that
gotta be
dream doesn't work,
willing.
yeah,
People gotta be willing to accept the help. You know what I mean? People gotta be willing to ask for help.
yeah,
Because my main thing is like, yeah, you can own it 100%. But if you own it 100% and it's not making nothing or it's not doing nothing,
hmm,
what's 100% of nothing?
exactly.
You know what I mean?
I
So,
think, I
you
think,
could take it and build it with two, three other people, four other people, and it grows into something, and you'll have your fourth or your third or whatever the case may be. And it's way more than zero. You know
I
what I
think you
mean?
need
So
to get the ability to have tough skin and take harsh criticism and harsh opinion. Because the one good friend that's gonna keep telling you the truth, it's hard to take. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to sell this
mhm.
product and it's just not up to par of what it needs to be. And it's like just because it's Black owned or anything like that, that don't mean you should sell yourself short to try to support it. And I just want to touch on
Mhm.
like certain things is marketed as being Black owned. We need to market ourselves on greatness. The greatness of the product should be the number one thing. You know what I mean? Before we can even put anything else on it. We don't want to sell yourself short. You know what I mean? Don't sell yourself short of using the tagline of, well, this is Black owned. To me, I feel like certain ways of this generation has made that the term is safe because of certain celebrities and certain, you know, people. What do you feel about that? I think you on mute, brother. But it's all good though. Yeah, I just feel like certain
Is this.
ways. I think what you say? Yeah, I just feel like certain, artists like taking a term, black ownership and black excellence is really important because that's where we try to lead ourselves to be at. But once they try to sell it on a term of this is what it needs to be, it's kind of a little different. You back with me, Chuck?
Yeah. I think it disconnected on me a little bit right there. I hear that.
That's all. We got a voice chat. Listen to it.
I definitely agree with that, Denzel, about, basing whether or not you support a product on its quality versus the fact that it's been titled as black owned. I think that's one of the big things that we have to keep in mind is that, we don't just support something because it's black owned. We support it because it's a good quality product. The
Yes.
fact that it's black owned is a bonus.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I feel like it's important to be black owned. I do. Because we want to support ourselves. We want to empower us. That's what it's about, empowering us. But I think it's easier to support us if you know that product is up to tier. Because, I mean, I'm not going to put my name on it if I know it ain't hitting like that. It got to be stamped like that. So that's just us growing us. I feel like we got to grow ourselves. We got to keep teaching ourselves. We got to keep pushing ourselves. And if one dream don't work, we got to keep motivating ourselves to keep pushing on something else. It's like don't never tie down yourself to one idea because being black owned is being by you. So as long as you're black, whatever you do is going to be black made. We got to be great in what we do. So never worry about the tag.
I get that, but at the same time, I get that, but at the same time, though, I feel like me personally, I feel like that we've been supporting other businesses, that aren't black owned for so long. It's like why not emphasize it and put that emphasis on it and be proud about it. You know what I mean? Being that it'd be so hard to even get to whatever point you may have got to. You know what I mean? Because you black, so it's like. Why not put that emphasis on it? I mean, we ain't never had another brand as big as FUBU since FUBU.
But I take it with this like this. I'm gonna take it to TENtalk, which started out. I don't know if it was marketed as being black owned or not, but I do know that was the power behind getting TENtalk. Why go to Spotify? Why go to Apple when you got something that's artist driven and it's black owned? You know what I mean? But once I really start trying to get down to it, because I support TENtalk, you know what I mean? Even if I don't listen to TENtalk always, that number one streaming app, I'm going to still have the TENtalk app. I'm going to still catch a couple months, I'm going to be on there. But my experience usage is sometimes it's not standing up to par as my Apple Music is. Sometimes it gets like that, And I feel like this. It's like, I don't want to just put my name on this just because it's black owned. I really got to have a love for the quality of the product that's given me before I just keep giving my dollars to it. Just because it's not, I got to support where the work coming from.
Yeah.
What you feel?
I feel that. But again, man, it's just me. I think again, like I know that me personally, I know that. If somebody's selling water, you know what I mean? It's a black dude selling water and it's a white dude selling water. I'm just saying, me personally, I just know that and they're both selling, Deer Park water, I'm gonna go and get the black dude's water.
But what the black dude selling that bitch? We'll be selling it for $2.50.
Even if it's water,
my man got this dollar, yo. I'm put like this, man. Some things.
I'm telling you, me, bro. I'm telling you, me.
I think the difference between like us is maybe like it's the way you look at things. So I look at it on survival. I'm looking at it like, well, look, bro, I'm gonna cut with you too, man. But if I can get enough, if I can buy 2 of these bottles for my man right here, he cutting a deal. You gotta understand. I'm gonna take what's gonna be good.
Hey, and I respect that though. You feel me? I'm not knocking you for that.
I think some things is tribalistic. It's like I'm not saying that's wrong.
I'm gonna shop with you first, just off the humbug, just off the strength that you look familiar to me. Not that I've seen you before, but you know what I'm saying? You look familiar to me.
But let's talk about that. Do you think that's because I don't think that's wrong. If you feel like that, but I feel like as a people, we can't tell our people, yo, we must buy with us first. Because I feel like that's a certain type of I don't want nobody to have ownership over me like that, man. I don't want nobody to have like, okay, you got me just because I'm part of your team, bro. You
And
know what
my
I'm saying? But at the
rebuttal,
end of the day, it's like, I
and
mean,
my
that's
rebuttal
just
to
me.
that, bro. My rebuttal to that is at the same time, you already don't spend your bread with the black person, with him. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, the black dollar does not circulate within the black community, like really at all. You know what I mean? It's a
But
very small
I
percent.
think that leads
So
to
it's like at the
also
end of the day, you
show.
already don't spend your dollar with him. So again, me personally is like if I know you black and I know you got a shop, I'm gonna shop with you off the humbug just because I know I'm putting that dollar at least black back into a black person's
But
pocket.
let's tell you like this. I don't know if that black. Let's say that. That's why I feel like it's important we can have a group economics because just because this man is selling it and the dollar's going to him, he can go back. That water is still their part. That water he's selling ain't going back to the community. It's going back all to the same place. It's just whose hustle you respecting more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean I can't
And that's
control
one
that
thing.
though.
Hold on.
I can only
That's
go
one
ahead.
that's one thing I can say sometimes the black dollar thing could be marketable. Hey man, you know I'm your people, man. Come over here and shop with me. You know what I mean? And it's like this. It's all forms of ways of manipulation. I feel like, yo, that's a manipulation in a strategic way of like, yo, I want you to feel comfortable just because I'm one of you, just to come over here with me. And I'm going to still take the same dollar this man take it from you and still going to the same spot that he got it from. But come with me, though. It's like that's not going to make us no stronger to me. That's why I feel like we got to have our own brand, our own company. That's a little on something different.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean at the same time, man, you gotta start somewhere, bro. You know what I
Let's take,
mean?
you want to take this call?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
You know, I think that's to each his own with that. I will say that I would pay more for a black owned product than I would a standard owned product by anybody else. As long as the quality is there and as long as the service is par, even if it costs more, I would pay more for it.
Me
Damn, I feel
too.
it.
Me too.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying. Me too. Like
listen,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna shop
listen.
with you.
That makes total perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's talk
shop with
about
you.
that. Even
Cause
if the
again,
dollar
like I'm
is
saying,
more,
bro.
yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Go ahead. Cause just like I'm saying, even if it's more, I'm gonna shop with you because again, at the end of the day, I know I'm putting my $2.50 in a back in the black community. I'm doing my part. All you can do is your part. You know what
But
I
let's talk
mean?
about what is the black community, man. What is this black dollar? What is this? You know what I mean? What does it mean to buy black? That's my whole kind of. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Because it's like.
It's the little things like the Denzel movie, man. It's the little things, bro. Because you always have to start somewhere. It's the little things. So, like I said,
So
it's
let me
as
ask you this,
small
bro.
as
Let me
like
ask you
you
this. Let
you
me
in a
ask you this. Are
Facebook
we supporting?
community.
Let me ask you
Go
this,
ahead.
bro. Are we supporting? Because I feel like this, man. Are we supporting right or wrong? Are we looking at like everything under this umbrella or just certain things? Are we looking at like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby as well as buying black? Because I feel like this, man, I'm putting Bill Cosby into it. Even under whatever charges that he's charged with, yeah, he should also be penalized for that. But his product of, let's take the Cosby Show, that's selling good product to the black community. You know?
Yeah.
What is this community doing when times get tough for our so-called heroes? Are we really taking that time to really dig deep, or are we
We
just
don't
letting up?
have no
Let me
power to
finish.
do
Let me
nothing. Go
finish,
ahead.
bro. Are we taking our time to dig deep, or are we just throwing them to the shark when it's time to go? When it's time to go, what we doing? Are we riding with them, or are we throwing them to the shark? I take what Kendrick say, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like more the man. You feel me?
I'm
When it
gonna
hit the
tell you
fan,
this,
are you
bro.
still a fan? I feel like this. Are we gonna support the bull, or are we gonna support the good product or the good leaderships or anything like that? You can never say that we don't have power because our power leads into what we buy and what we do. We have all the power. So
Which is
are
our
we?
dollar, and we spend our dollar everywhere else. So they have the power because they have the money, which goes into the
Who
politics.
is they?
Which man,
I can't
I,
say it's they because it's a lot of them who ain't got the money neither, bro. And I feel like that. I rocking like that, bro. I feel like it ain't just a
they are the
day.
people that control the
So how
this
can we,
this
as a black community,
reality we live in.
How can we as a black community ever stand together, but we can't stand together when it's times of really justice need to be served? Or at least, I play this. Let's say my man's guilty. Let's say everything is really going on like they say it's going on. We still need to do our investigation. We need to say, hold on, let me check or look into this ourselves. Get our top people into it. Because if we're really a community, that's what we'll be doing for each other. So
I
before
agree,
we
but
start
that's
talking
not
about
step
buying
one.
black, let me
That's
ask you
not
this.
step one,
Before we
bro.
start talking about buying black, let's talk about what community are we supporting here. Because I mean, we got to really face ourselves at the same time when we looking at it. We
I'm
do got
telling you,
some checks.
that's not step one, bro. That's like step 3 or 4, bro.
What's that one?
You
What's
gotta
that one?
start from the bottom, which again is the group economics, building the businesses, getting the money right, bro. You
But who
can't
we
do
getting the
shit.
money
You
right
can't
from?
for our community that we're trying to build.
But that's my question, Choke. What community are we building? Who are we really standing? It ain't group. That's not step 12. But I'm saying my step is step 1, bro. We need to stay in foot of who we supporting and build the community before we start talking about putting dollars in it. Nigga, I mean, I don't want to curse, but look at Black Lives Matter, bro, and all the money that they raised, $90 million, bro. They said Trayvon Martin or my homeboy Michael Brown, they looking for their money, bro. They ain't see nothing. And these are for so-called people building dollars off of our name. You gotta realize the
Yeah,
truth,
but
man.
I
You
mean,
gotta
you do the
realize the
research into the Black
shams.
Lives Matter thing. That was I mean, me personally, I been knew that was a game. Like,
But who fault is that? Is
but
our community, or shouldn't we lead? Shouldn't we kind of like sniff that out?
I
That's
mean, it's
real
just like
leadership,
I mean,
right?
to me, it goes again into the COINTELPRO. They gonna nip their way into different things to try to manipulate us in any way they can, bro.
But let me ask you this, bro. Step 1, you said step 1 we need to do is group economics for the communities. I'm telling you this. We need to make sure we know communities that we represent, bro. We can't just say we putting these dollars in the community. That's what the so-called Black Lives Matter is supposed to be doing, putting dollars in the community. And we still ain't seen nothing. That's why I'm
Yeah,
telling you
I
right
mean,
now,
you gotta
it
do the
ain't going.
research on the Black Lives Matter, bro. You can't keep screaming that because that ain't what
No, I mean,
people
I'm
think
telling
it
you what
is.
I
Like,
seen Michael Brown's daddy saying, bro. Oh, you can look it up. He said
I
that they're
understand
suing
that,
them
but
for $20 million because they raised $90 million for the funds. So with that $90 million is supposed to go to the families of the people that were murdered and the people that the faces that they were showing. So what I'm telling you is like information that I researched before, but everybody out there is welcome to research it. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm taking with this information is, it's like, where is the black community leading? Where are we? So when we talk about growing the black dollar, who are we growing the black dollar for when we don't have an established community yet? We still got people
I
over
mean,
here and people over there. We don't
that's
got.
cool, bro. You can have people over here and people over there, but at the same time, you just still need to be connected. We don't have to live beside each other to be a community. We just need to have a connection. We need to have communication. We need to have a relationship. And that's built off time, you know what I mean? Because again, we've been taught to hate each other for so long. So that's built off time.
But you gotta catch what
And
I'm saying, Cho. It's not even about coming together. Like, I'm not saying that we all gotta be one. I'm talking about when we try to build group economics, where are we starting with in the community? Because if you look at, you gotta understand what I'm really saying, bro. We're talking about group economics here, and like, if we're taking the black community, what are we taking? What are you taking that as? Are you just taking it for what they're saying, or are we really having a black community and lead here? If I give you an example, it shit is deep, bro. It shit deeper than we can even speak on. But sometimes you got to go there to understand what the truth is. If you look
right,
at Atlanta, Atlanta is the number one, what's black capital? That's how we see it, right?
basically, yeah.
Okay, all right. So if you look at how it's infrastructure, it was infrastructure with some type of, okay, these are the OGs in Atlanta, these are leaders. I'm not from Atlanta, so I can't speak on it. You know what I mean? But as the outside looking in, I can see that, okay, when a lot of people are brought into your town or your city, it can get infiltrated with a lot of different communities. So you need to understand, what community are you fighting for? What
Mm.
community are you representing? Sometimes, like I said, last episode was about choosing sides. What side are we choosing when we saying black community? Because it's not about throwing this side away. It's about holding this side accountable. So if we got people on our side that we need to hold accountable, some people do need to go away and do what they need to do. And we're going to be there for them when they get home. You understand what I'm saying?
I get
But
that,
until we
but
get that structure, how can we ever talk about putting any dollars in the black community in realistic terms for me?
Man, I don't know. I guess like you say, it might be beyond us at this point. You know what I mean? But
Hey,
like I say,
appreciate that, bro.
I just feel like you gotta, you know what I mean? Again, you gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean? And if I can't help the world, but I can help my small community. My small community could be me, my girl, my daughter, you, your wife.
Yeah.
You know, just you know what I mean? That could be my community,
Man, the
and
way we
that could be
start
who
is
I'm trying to
we gotta
and
blow
that could
that shit
be
up and
who
start
I'm
over,
build
bro.
exactly. Like I
Pretty
mean, and we
much.
can build our own community with that. Like that's how I'm looking at it. Like you can't save everybody and everybody can't go. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta
We here
you
today,
gotta
bro.
start somewhere. You gotta
I
start
love that
somewhere.
shit. You right, bro. We here today. We here for the conversation. We gonna
Let's get
let
it.
y'all
Let's
in.
get it.
Let's get in.
Let's tap in.
Denzel, I'd have to disagree with you. I know the
Mm-hmm.
water is owned by Deer Park, but being a former food truck owner, black owned business, the investment for wholesaling a product is very minimal. So yes, I have to get that water from Deer Park, but if my markup is 120%, I paid for that, and then it contributes to whatever else I invest my money in, whether that's another black owned business or other. So yeah.
Definitely. Let me just say this one thing. That's what I love this for. This is for knowledge and this is for empowerment. Because I love to play the devil advocate of saying what's on my mind. And sometimes what's on my mind is not the right thing, you know? And thank you so much, Victoria, for informing me of that. Because now I understand it's not about the brand, it's about actually the business.
Yeah,
And the dollar is going to help that person's business more.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I appreciate that right there. And that's what this is for we can start conversation and we can teach each other. So I'm gonna get that up to her.
Hey,
Definitely.
Victoria, I 100% fucking agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
And
Turn up.
as you see, I'm not the only one. He agrees as well. Let's get it.
In regards to what it means to buy black, I believe that we have to take baby steps. So we have to do what we can with what we have to start out, right? Because we don't own a major Deer Park or Nestle, whoever manufactures the water. So
Yeah.
we have to start at the bottom, wholesale it and flip it, mark it up so that we can generate money off of it. And then once we do well, we can purchase or we can even build our own Deer Park or Nestle.
Yep,
Ooh,
finally get you a
we,
well.
I
Again,
want
you
we make
gotta
sure y'all
start
listen.
somewhere, man. You
She
gotta
gave
start
you the
somewhere,
whole
bro.
blueprint just now, man. And I must say, I love our community. Thank y'all so much for, just being there with us, talking and chatting it up with us, because it feels like we all in one room just talking right now to me. And
Yeah.
as y'all know, I always like to talk the most, so it feels kind of normal, Let's play it out.
Bill Cosby in Orange County is completely off topic and a whole different category from where this is stemming from.
Thank you, bro. I was off, bro. I was off a little bit. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I was reaching, bro. I was reaching like a sorry. Free
Reach
Bill
God.
Cosby though. He ain't do that shit, man. If he did, fuck him, man. He ain't do that shit.
Black Lives Matter is an entirely separate conversation that we could probably talk about all night long. Just
Yeah.
visit the website.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
that's what
lie.
I'm
Niggas get
saying. Like,
touchy when you throw that in there, bro. They
that's
get a
what
little
I'm
touchy.
saying,
Cause I
man.
ain't gonna
That
lie.
joint ain't
Nah,
what
but
you think
I
it
mean,
is.
I take a little second to understand, like explain why I brung them in there. Because I feel like it has to do with group economics and it has to do with the black community, And if it was the right way to do it, we would have seen the right things happen. You know what I mean? But that's not us. I think a lot of black folks understand that too. That's not really us. I feel that, you know? But we got to see like how they're taking us and marketing us. They're
And
taking our pay and
manipulating
our
us.
strength. Yeah, no,
Like
it's
I
not
said,
manipulating
like
us.
it is though,
Because I feel
bro.
this,
It
man, we
is.
got to be smart.
Because
It
people
ain't we.
invested in that. People invested
You
in
got to
that.
stand, though. Like, ignorance is not, like they say in the law, ignorance of the law is no excuse. We can't feel so like
Victimized. I feel you.
victimized. Yeah, we gotta really empower ourselves. This is what this is about. Self-empowerment so we can't be
Yeah,
fooled.
but at the same time, bro, when you know what I mean, I just feel like when something is like pushed in your face 24/7, again, like, you know what I mean, you
I
can
think
hate
we
a
should have
song on
had
the
more than
radio,
one.
bro. You can
We
hate a
should
song on the radio, hear it 30 times on the radio, and now you singing the words to it. You know what
but
I'm
what you mean
saying? So
by
that's
that towards this?
so what I'm saying is you can be trained to like something. You can be trained to react or
But listen, man, I feel like as a
give your
black
money to
community,
something like, you know what I mean?
we
Like,
gotta,
I don't
we
know how to
gotta,
really
we
explain it, but you
gotta
can be
educate
trained.
ourselves. Like if we just see this shit on TV, that don't mean to
You
go
can be
buy. I think that's what we do. We see shit put on TV. Oh, we gotta buy into that. Like we can start our own communities up. It's multiple communities, just one, and we gotta look
that's what
at
I'm
it like
saying.
that, and we gotta really be like that, man, and buy into whatever you want to buy into. You know what I mean? But if we ain't putting no money into it or no nothing into it, you gotta take
It
responsibility
ain't,
of not getting nothing.
yeah,
Because
and
they
it
selling
won't
it
really
as the
grow into
black
anything.
community, man. It's not like we just bringing up some random shit. We selling this as the black community. Am I lying?
No?
So shouldn't we kind of be into like what the hell's going on with that as the black community? I feel like a lot of times black community wants to sweep shit under the rug. Man, I don't feel like sweeping up under that shit under the rug to me, bro. They got some
That's
money.
what everybody else do,
I
though.
ain't gonna lie,
Everybody else sweep shit under the rug, and
what do
it's
you mean?
okay. But just like any other culture can sweep shit under the rug, but when black people do it, it's a problem, or it's, oh, look at him, or it's this, or it's that. Like,
Man,
I was
we
honestly
can't
just
be worried
watching a
about what
video
other
on Dick
people do.
Gregory the other day. He was just saying the same thing. It
So
kind of
are
made
you
me laugh.
saying that other cultures sweep shit under the rug, but black people don't? Is that what you're saying? Or you saying
No,
black
no,
people
no.
when we do sweep shit under the rug? What are
It's
you
a
saying?
problem, or it's a problem, or it's something to talk about.
I don't think we sweeping nothing under the rug. What do we sweep under the rug that's going on with us?
I'm saying when we do, if we do, it's never talked about. I mean, it's blown out of proportion. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when other people do it, it's quiet. You don't hear nothing else about it. You know what I'm saying? But
man,
with
we
us,
can't
it's
listen to
blown
what the
out of
enemy. If you
proportion.
listen to what the enemy's saying too, yeah, everything that your the other side's doing bad. If you looking at a nigga on the Red Sox, they go like, yeah, everything the Yankees doing is bad, you know. But you can't look at it from that point of view. You gotta look at it from where you playing at. We you gotta see that sometimes. Not saying that we are, but when you on enemy fields and you on enemy behind enemy lines, you can't get tricked and acting like you are them. You know, sometimes we forget that. Damn, we're just here. Nah, I
Mm.
think that now we are them. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like being aliens put on a different planet, and now it's like, damn. When you look at another alien, it's like, yo, you looking like them. You looking like them. You know what I'm saying? You're not even looking like the aliens no more. You're not even representing us no more. That's what I mean. Where is our community? Where is our alien community, man? Now they're
we
on
gotta
TV talking about
create it,
alien
man. We gotta
lives.
create it ourselves.
Nah, they talk about alien lives matter and shit. It's like, yo, all right, yeah, they do. But yeah, y'all raised it now. How you gonna help these alien lives? And aliens looking like, yo, I know I'm out of here, man. Let's get to
Also, this too, you gotta realize too that everybody entitled to a different opinion. So different people are going to view things different ways. So you might see it one way, but certain people might see it another way. You know what I mean?
yeah, I got you, bro. I understand, bro. I understand. But we gotta come to a conclusion of who we riding with or who we ain't riding with. You know what I mean? I ain't lying to you, bro. Who you riding with, man?
That's a broad question, bro. You know what I mean? It's a broad
When we break
question.
it down to you, man, it's like when it comes to economics and it comes to like what type of leadership are you riding with? Are you riding with same shit that's been happening all this time, or are you going to ride with the new and improved movement, bro? Because listen, let me tell you something.
But
This
again, what
dollars,
is the new and
this
improved movement? I don't even know
that's
what
why
that is.
that's why I
Again,
said, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. We got a lot of black folks. I'm gonna represent. You know what I mean? We got a lot of people doing a lot of different things. And you're looking at the booming tech world. You look at the booming stock world. There's a lot of black leadership. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people not speaking on it because they're actually doing it. You know what I mean? It's this thing called Afro tech. You gotta look it up. You know what I mean? And it's about like, just the booming tech businesses of the black community. Just a lot of black tech leaders, and there's a lot of stock, there's a lot of things out there. And I feel like I wish we can teach each other and learn more about it, even about just owning property and owning businesses and what it
yeah,
means to actually running it.
yeah, and
I think
taxes and all of that shit.
back in the day, we could have used that excuse, oh, we ain't got it, oh, this ain't that. But now it's too late because once you have the internet, man, everybody got it.
Yeah,
Everybody has it. So now
yeah,
let's learn. Now let's take time to actually spend at least one day out of the week to actually see how we're going to actually come up.
yeah. I mean, then you gotta go and teach that again to your community. And again, your community could be your family, but that's your community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just gotta go out there and teach that and spread that knowledge. You know what I mean? So we can continue to grow. Let's see what this
Exactly.
last one says.
I think it's not really about choosing sides. I feel like we would lose time trying to decipher who is on what side and
I
whatever,
agree with
right?
that.
I feel like we should get started and get moving because that could hinder any progress. And as we
Just
all
do it.
know, we don't have any time. They said by what, 2050, the average wealth of a black family is supposed to be the net worth of a black family is supposed to be zero. We don't have time to be
That's
arguing
crazy.
about that or going back and forth. We need to start putting things in place now, and whoever comes along comes along. That's just my thought.
Again, you can't save them all. Everybody can't go. You just got to do it, bro. Same way we
Yeah.
did this. You just got to do it. Just start it, and then you know what I mean. Get your community to support it. You know what I mean?
Man, but I feel like,
And
we at least gotta train ourselves to know and sweep out scams and bullshit. Cause I feel like, like they always say, what the quote is, not your skin, all skin folks, your kinfolk type thing. You can't just believe whatever you see just because just because they look like you. It's like that's like a trick. It's like, to me, it's like we need to really support the people that has the same morals as you and the same type of people as you. And which I feel like this, the black ownership is the main thing. We need to support more black people, but we also need to be looking at the moral side of it, of who we support and why we're supporting it, more than just because they're black. Because I feel like this, we can have a lot of black millionaires out there, but that doesn't make it easier for black people itself.
but again, that's why I was saying earlier, when you supporting black, you should at the least just start local, bro. Just start local. You don't have to necessarily deal with scams or anything
I
like
mean,
that.
that's
You
easy to
dealing
say,
with a
but like you
person
said, we got
local.
a small town. It's not as easy to start local, but it's easy to
Is
start
though,
by
bro. You
black.
got Facebook
Let me
now.
let me
You just
explain
said
to
you got
you.
the internet, bro. You just
Let me
said you got
explain
the
to you,
internet.
Choke. It's like when you go on the black ownership and black brands, you can get different things not locally. You can go to the store with toilet paper. I want to find who is you know what I mean? You can find different things not just locally. We talking about everything black ownership. You know what I mean? Not just shirts and whatever people selling on the streets. We talking about like how can you transform your life into being all right? Let's see, can we get everything black on? You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's
Well,
see, can you take?
again, though, I guess that would start with again doing the research in your town. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's people that have gardens or whatever the case may be that can be growing different things so you could get your vegetables from there. Like I said, we got friends. Again, they will have to start these different things, but again, it's just ideas. So you got
Yeah,
friends that hunt and do different things like that. So they could do that. You could have the fresh meat. You got endless cows and what I
yeah,
mean
but
around. You
listen,
know what I'm saying?
I
So it's
mean,
just
this is not
you
like it
gotta
was
want to
back in
do
the
it.
1930s, man. You ain't
I
got people
get
just
that,
selling.
bro. I get that. You think it ain't. You think people not just selling these meats and shit, but it's going on. You just gotta, you know what I mean, network and connect with the right people. It's going on because it's a business. There's money behind it. You know what I mean? So anything that's that, you know what I mean, it's going on. You gotta be willing to find it and invest in it.
Yeah.
Let's see what they saying.
Hey man, they made a good point, man. We 400 years behind. So basically how it works is like, with that stock shit you talking about, everything coming to fruition, we learning now. We got to take baby steps, man. We just learning, like you said. There's a lot of crypto, a lot of stocks out there we can learn about. Like, I love this. I love this opportunity that we coming together talking about it, because this is a good start, man. Like, we taking baby steps in this new generation with everything going on, with Black Lives Matters movement. It took us 400 plus years to get to this point, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
real.
That's
That's real.
100% real.
Salute to you, Ty.
And there's more millionaires created per day now. So the money is accessible. We just got to get it, fellas. We got to just talk like we talking amongst each other. Like I said, there's a lot of opportunities out there. If you want to learn, you can look into it, talk to people, look at social media, internet, Google's things. But there's a lot out there, man.
Yes, sir. That's what we're here for, brother.
That's what we here
that.
for, man. Yeah, we here for that, man. We here to learn about those exact things. You know what I mean? Because it's not, even if it don't get us ahead, I'm sure a lot of us have children, so we got to try to get them ahead. You know what I mean? And other cultures are figuring out ways to get that done, and it's time for us to work together as a group and get it done for ourselves, man. Even if it's just us that's listening to this pod right now. You know what I mean? If we are our community, then we got to start it right here. Then you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that might be the one thing we don't do is back up anybody who's the same skin color as us. We the first ones to critique and the first ones to ridicule. But in the white community and the other communities, man, they riding all their pedophiles and all that shit. Like, they get hidden on Netflix. Our pedophiles get put on Lifetime, got a whole series documentary, and we all glued in, bashing them with the white people. But if we start standing up and just saying, like, nah, y'all can talk about whatever y'all want, but we ain't talking about our niggas, then
straight
that'll
up
make maybe a difference. I don't know. I think it's the one thing we don't do.
I feel like
real.
that, yo.
We don't hold our shit close to the chest. We don't hold our shit close to the chest, like they say. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We'll let them take it and run with it. And that's
we
really
definitely
what I was saying
bro.
earlier, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They can do whatever they do, sweep it under the rug, and it's cool. But whatever happened with us is Bill Cosby and this nigga in jail for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm
Over
saying,
some
bro.
shit that
we got
you know
support.
what I mean?
We got support our people. Like anybody.
I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, you got
get that.
Not condoning pedophilia, by the way.
100%.
Yeah, never that.
Yeah, 100%. Never.
Resource for shopping black owned. WeBuyBlack.com. Toilet paper, laundry detergent, many other things.
Do y'all hear that? WeBuyBlack.com. WeBuyBlack.com.
Matter of fact, send that in like a text, a DM, and what I'm gonna do is when I upload this to YouTube, I'm gonna put that link in the description.
Put that in the description, man.
I'm gonna put that link and actually some other links that I found, some apps and different things like that I found. So if you do want to support Black-owned businesses in your area, it'll be a little bit easier for you to find them.
Definitely. And just support Black businesses across America, period. If we can all support each other, we can all make each other kings and queens as we already are. It's all about getting out of this poverty, man, because that's what stopped a lot of people, and just like being more educated and learning more. We need to just teach each other more about that. Even the ones that don't know so much about the financial side of it, we need to set them aside and just, and chop it up. A lot of times we're talking about who's winning this, and we're talking about other people's pockets. We need to be worried about getting our own pockets right and our own. This is a family. This is for generations. This is for legacy. It's not even about us. It's about your kids.
I'm saying, even if it don't help us, it's about the kids and the kids' kids. That's a fact. That's real. What they talking about?
Hey, if you're looking for Black-owned meat processing, we got a cow that's getting ready to get processed. Whole cow. So if you're looking to shop for Black-owned meat locally, let me know.
Big meats on deck, you heard me? You heard?
I'm telling you, you just gotta want to know about it, and you'll find the information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
That's
know what I'm
real.
saying? We got all that. Come holler at us. Black people,
Yeah,
man, I'm telling you, man, this is what it's all about. It's just about inspiring the youth too, man. We gotta really see that a lot of people don't see that, damn, we can be whatever we want to be, really.
that's a
You don't
fact.
understand that as a kid, you don't understand that. So we
That's a
get more
fact.
and more in touch with that side of like, yo, you can get into anything you want and make some money for real out of it. It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, be more. Talk your shit.
Ha! What?
In my opinion, generational wealth tip number one, securing your financial foundation for whoever that may be, kids or other people that depend on you. Life insurance. Do the research, find out what option is best for you.
That is the truth, man. That is the
Mm,
truth. And
some
that's
true
what it's all
gems
about.
right
It's
there.
the future. It's the future. Like, we don't think about it. All that $40 that you're spending on them happy cutes and all that, man, that goes to the future, man. We need to really start putting that into our budget. What's the future going to hold? Because a lot of us need that college fund, man. Them kids ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? We need those.
You want to have something to leave to them.
As a business owner, for real, I'm gonna be real. It ain't even about buying black. I mean, that's cool. That's totally cool. But honestly, it's about buying small business. Cause the thing is, you need to do away with
Mm,
government. And the thing is, people rely on government so much in big box stores. So the thing
yeah,
is, you need to shop small. Period. Shop locally. You know what I mean? Whether the person is
Hmm.
white or black, if they have a good business, they have a good business. You know what I
that's
mean?
dope.
You
That's
work with
true.
that business. You know what I mean? Don't worry about their skin color, because there's plenty of white businesses that small that are trash, and there's plenty of black businesses that are small that are trash. There are plenty of
Yo,
Korean businesses that are small that are trash, and so on and so forth. So as long as the person got a good business, it don't matter their skin color. It's just we need to start focusing on shopping small businesses.
damn, bro, that's the perfect way to end it right there, bro. That's
That's
the
true.
truth right there.
That's
We
true.
need to think
I get
about
that.
skin color, small businesses, man, because you gotta understand how many people with small businesses was wiped out when they started making Walmarts and all this other shit, man. It's convenient, but you gotta think about it, man. What is it really doing for us as a community? Small businesses, man. That's the way we can build ourselves and circulate that dollar. I love this episode
I
today,
mean,
Chuck. I
again,
think we
because that's I mean, again, that goes back into again the little small town that we grew up in. Like, it's a bunch of small businesses that are in that area. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
small
That you
business,
could probably
anything that's
support. So
locally
yeah,
owned, anything that's somewhere in your town that owns that business. That's what we need to go into our shops that's in our own communities, black, white, whatever, you know. But I think it is
yeah,
important to
I
support
feel
that
that.
black businesses and keep it on the level of supporting your people, but make sure that you support your real people, the people in your community. You
Yeah,
understand that your
I still
community
feel like I'm
consists
gonna
of more
support
than
them
who
if they
you are.
black though.
Yeah, but I
I,
think
am
today's
still gonna
episode.
support them if they black though. That's just me, man. But I definitely agree with what he's saying. But
Well, no, he
I'm
didn't
just
say
telling
don't
you,
support
me.
them if they ain't black. He just said support small businesses whether they're black or white.
I
Don't even
understand
put
what he's
color in
saying,
it.
but
Cause you can go
I'm
to
just
a
telling
town, there
you,
might not be no black folk in there, man. Support people, period.
yeah, I done been there, but I'm just telling you, if I find a town and it ain't no black people there, but it's the one black dude there selling something or woman, they got my style. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, hey, you know, Chucky, please coming your way. You heard me? I'm coming to
I'm
the
in
motherfucker
shop
with the
with you.
deals. I'm looking for the deal, boy. Hook me up,
I'm
boy.
in shop
You hook
with
me
you.
up. Nah, but I
Oh
love our
man, nah,
people,
yeah.
man, and
Great
we got to
episode
keep
though,
on
man.
spreading it.
Great
But yeah,
episode.
I think we touched on a lot. You know what I mean? Group economics. You know what I mean? Just coming together. You know what I mean? Supporting everybody businesses, and understanding what black businesses is, understanding small businesses, understanding ownership, understanding all these things. And teaching ourselves and each other this. I think we had a great episode. Thanks to all our callers. You know what I mean? All the voice chats. Y'all the stars. You know what I mean? Stars in my heart. You
True
feel me? I
stars.
love
True
y'all.
stars. True
Yeah, real
stars.
talk. Real talk. MVP. You the real MVP. You feel me? But
No doubt.
oh yeah, one big important announcement. Next
Oh
week
yeah.
we gonna come on a different date. You know, we gonna come Wednesday at 6. You know, I got a little something I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Roman, handle Roman businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
we
but
don't want
you
to
know,
miss that episode. We don't want to miss talking with
yeah.
y'all. So we still
Hey
gonna pull
yo,
up. We
this
just
shit
gonna
is
pull up a
going
day
up.
late. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna pull
This
up
shit
a
is
day
going
late.
up. Yo, this podcast
Make
has
sure
been
y'all
lovely,
share
bro.
this junk, man. Make sure y'all like and
Hey man,
subscribe
just
to
make
our
sure y'all come back
YouTube.
next week, man. You know what I'm
Um,
saying? Subscribe to our
you
YouTube. Go
know,
on, tell them Joe.
please follow us on Instagram. You know, subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe to me on Instagram, brogod_slim. And
Follow
yeah,
me,
man, salute to
Sales
y'all, man. We
Canada.
be back. Catch y'all next week on Wednesday.
Catch me next week. Catch me on your TV. Catch me on your computer screen. Holla at your boy.
Yes, sir.